What if I told you that behind Miranda Lambert's award-winning smile and chart-topping hits lies a story of unimaginable heartbreak, resilience, and determination? She's the queen of country music with a voice that can bring you to tears. But her life hasn't always been as picture-perfect as it seems. From personal tragedies that would shatter most people to career-defining moments that changed the face of country music, Miranda's journey is a roller coaster of emotions that even her most loyal fans may not fully know. She's a country music icon with countless awards and a reputation for being fearless. But her road to stardom hasn't been paved with gold. From the struggles of her humble beginnings to the public heartbreak of a failed marriage, Miranda has faced challenges that would break even the strongest among us. And yet, every time life knocked her down, she got back up stronger, bolder, and more determined than ever. But that's not all. Miranda's fiery personality and refusal to conform have sparked controversies that have made headlines, leaving fans and critics alike wondering, who is the real Miranda Lambert? So, what's the untold story behind Miranda Lambert's rise to fame, her personal struggles, and the challenges she's faced along the way? Let's dive in and uncover the truth behind the glitz and glamour of one of country music's most iconic stars. Born on December 22, 1949, on the Isle of Man, Robin and his twin brother Maurice were raised in a musical environment, their roots stretching back to their family's passion for performing. Their father, Hugh, was a bandleader who filled their home with melodies and rhythms, igniting a spark of creativity in the young boys. Surrounded by their older brother Barry, the trio soon discovered their natural harmonies, setting the stage for a musical legacy that would capture the world's attention. By the time they were children, the Gibb brothers had relocated to Redcliffe, Australia, where their passion for music flourished. At the age of just 6, Robin penned his first song, reflecting a profound connection to songwriting that would become a defining characteristic of his career. With their mother, Barbara, encouraging their talents, the brothers began performing at local clubs and events, quickly becoming a beloved act in their community. In 1958, they officially formed the Bee Gees, taking inspiration from the initials of their hometown radio station, BG. Their early performances incorporated a mix of rock and roll, pop, and heartwarming ballads. It wasn't long before their unique sound caught the attention of music producers, and they eventually landed a recording contract that would propel them into the global spotlight. With their harmonious vocals and catchy tunes, they released their first single, Moody's Woman, in 1963, setting their journey in motion. Although their initial chart performance was modest, the experience solidified their determination and established their identity as artists with an unmistakable sound. The turning point came in 1967 with the release of New York Mining Disaster 1941, a haunting ballad that reached the top of the charts and introduced the world to the incredible talent of the Bee Gees. As they delved deeper into their passion for music, Robin and his brothers faced the inevitable struggles of the industry. Balancing their artistic vision with commercial expectations was a constant battle, yet their resilience and unwavering bond propelled them forward, forging a path toward iconic stardom. The formative years of the Bee Gees were not just about crafting hits. They shaped their identities and the style that would leave an indelible mark on popular music for generations to come. Now, as we transition into their breakthrough years, we'll explore how the Bee Gees transformed into disco superstars and changed the landscape of the music industry forever. It all began in the mid-60s when the Bee Gees started to gain traction with their unique sound, a blend of pop, rock, and soulful harmonies that mesmerized listeners. The pivotal moment came with their album Bee Gees First in 1967, which included classics like New York Mining Disaster 1941. With its innovative melodies and complex arrangements, the album thrust them into the spotlight. But that was just the beginning. By the time the 70s rolled around, the Bee Gees shifted gears and pivoted toward the disco movement with their groundbreaking soundtrack for Saturday Night Fever. The sultry rhythms and catchy hooks of tracks like Stayin' Alive and How Deep Is Your Love not only topped the charts but also became anthems of a generation. The combination of Robin's soaring falsetto, Barry's rich melodies, and Morris's tight harmonies created a sound unlike any other, solidifying their status as music royalty. Their influence was undeniable. Suddenly, everyone wanted to capture that Bee Gees magic. Artists across genres, from pop to rock to R&B, began incorporating their lush harmonies and disco flair into their own music. But it wasn't just their sound that struck a chord. It was the profound emotional depth of their lyrics that resonated with fans, covering themes of love, heartbreak, and resilience. However, this meteoric rise to fame came hand in hand with immense pressure. The brothers faced relentless scrutiny from the media and the public, leading to internal struggles within the group. The dazzling lights of success cast deep shadows, testing their bond and creativity. Nevertheless, the enduring impact of the Bee Gees was just beginning to unfold, laying the groundwork for an era that would reshape the music industry forever. Remarkably, through the turmoil, they emerged stronger and more committed to their craft, setting the stage for their legendary legacy. And as the disco craze began to decline, the question remained: how would the Bee Gees adapt to the shifting musical landscape? The answer would surprise even their most ardent fans, as they pivoted yet again to redefine themselves in the coming years. In 1969, amidst the dizzying heights of their fame, tensions within the Bee Gees began to surface. The pressure to create chart-topping hits weighed heavily on the trio, and Robin found himself feeling increasingly overshadowed. In a bold move, he decided to step away from the group, believing that pursuing a solo career would allow him to explore his musical identity and creativity unhindered. This departure shocked fans and left Barry and Maurice grappling with the sudden change in their dynamic. During this period, Robin released several singles, looking to solidify his place as a solo artist. While some of his efforts found moderate success, they lacked the cohesive magic that the Bee Gees possessed together. It became increasingly clear that the brotherly bond was integral to their artistry, no matter the conflicts. The split deeply affected Robin, leading him to question his choices and yearn for a return to the group. As the months rolled on, the absence of Robin stung not only the brothers, but also the fans who had come to love their harmonic signature. And just when it seemed he would pursue a solo path indefinitely, whispers of a reunion began circulating, offering a glimmer of hope that the Bee Gees could rise again from the ashes of desolation. But the journey back would not be simple, as the brothers would have to confront the underlying issues that led to his departure in the first place. What would the reunion hold? And could the Bee Gees reclaim their former glory together? The music world has a way of pulling artists back in when they least expect it. For Robin Gibb, the reunion with his brothers Barry and Maurice in the late 70s came at a pivotal moment. After the turbulence of their estrangement, the trio found themselves drawn back together, fueled by a shared desire to rekindle the spark that had once ignited their extraordinary career. The feeling of reconnection wasn't just emotional, it was musical. With fresh perspectives and renewed determination, the Bee Gees entered the studio, eager to create something that would redefine them yet again. Amidst the evolving landscape of popular music, they experimented with new sounds, integrating elements of rock and R&B. The result? An evolution as the world embraced the disco fever that permeated the airwaves. Their first collaborative effort after the reunion was the album Children of the World, which reintroduced the Bee Gees to a new generation. But it was the groundbreaking soundtrack for Saturday Night Fever that catapulted them back to superstardom. Songs like Stayin' Alive and Night Fever became symbols of a cultural movement, and suddenly, Robin, Barry, and Maurice were not just back. They were at the helm of a musical revolution. This resurgence was more than just commercial success. The brothers' bond deepened, transforming their creative process. They leaned on each other, channeling their shared history and experiences into their music. Robin's soaring falsetto complemented Barry's lyrical genius, creating the signature sound that made the Bee Gees immortal. Listeners were captivated, and the industry took notice. But success isn't always a smooth ride. The pressure was immense, and as disco became a flashpoint for criticism in the early 80s, the Bee Gees found themselves facing challenges again, trying to navigate the changing tides of music while still holding on to the magic that had brought them fortune and fame. Yet through it all, their commitment to each other and their craft remained unwavering. In a twist of fate, this second act did more than bring them back to popularity. It spurred a sense of rediscovery. The brothers had to grapple with not just their music, but who they were as individuals and as a collective. Through collaboration, struggles, and triumphs, they found their footing again, reminding fans why the Bee Gees were legends in the first place. This chapter in their lives not only showcased their resilience, but highlighted the power of familial bonds. Their journey from disbandment to reunion was a testament to the magic of music and the unconditional love between brothers, setting the stage for the lasting legacy that would follow. And as they moved forward, the world could see that the best was yet to come. The Bee Gees were no strangers to challenges, even as they basked in the glow of their success. With soaring fame came deep personal struggles. The pressures of being in the limelight affected their mental well-being and strained their familial bonds. The industry's demand for constant hits created a relentless rhythm that took its toll on the brothers' health, both physically and emotionally. Tragedy struck when Maurice Gibb passed away in January 2003 after suffering a heart attack during surgery. This devastating loss left Robin and Barry grappling with profound grief. The trio, previously inseparable, faced a void that felt impossible to fill. In interviews following Maurice's death, Robin spoke candidly about the overwhelming sadness that enveloped him, revealing layers of vulnerability rarely seen in a figure of his stature. The brothers' bond was further tested, as they had to navigate their careers amid this sorrow. Despite their heartache, Robin and Barry managed to channel their emotions into their music, producing heartfelt tributes that resonated deeply with fans. They transformed their grief into creativity, reminding the world that even in the darkest times, music could heal. But the challenges didn't end there. Robin faced his own health battles in the years that followed. He was diagnosed with cancer in 2011, forcing him to confront his mortality. Yet, even through these trials, he demonstrated remarkable resilience. He continued to perform and connect with his fans, showing that the spirit of the Bee Gees would never fade. The loss of Maurice altered the trajectory of Robin's life, but it also deepened the emotional depth of their musical legacy, leaving an indelible imprint on their art. In every chord and lyric, one could feel the echoes of their bond, a poignant reminder of love's endurance even in the face of loss. In the twilight of his life, Robin Gibb battled personal and health challenges that tested his resilience. His struggles with severe illness became public knowledge, but it didn't dampen his passion for music. In 2011, he released the album Titanic Requiem, a poignant composition inspired by the centenary of the Titanic disaster. This project showcased not only his incredible talent, but also his unwavering determination to create, even in the face of adversity. Robin's health continued to decline, but his spirit never wavered. He remained an advocate for his beloved music and charitable endeavors until his last days. The world was shocked when he passed away in May 2012, leaving behind a legacy that transcended the trials he faced. His death, though tragic, reignited interest in the Bee Gees' music and the powerful stories woven throughout their careers. The influence of Robin Gibb and the Bee Gees extends far beyond the disco era. They revolutionized pop and soul music, inspiring countless artists across generations. From the emotive ballads to the iconic disco hits, their catalog remains timeless, capturing the hearts of new audiences worldwide. As fans remember Robin, they reflect on the man behind the voice, one whose artistry and resilience left an indelible mark. In concerts, tributes, and documentaries, the legacy of Robin Gibb thrives. His ability to connect with listeners through heartfelt lyrics and melodies speaks volumes about his passion for music. In conclusion, Robin Gibb's life was a tapestry of triumphs and tribulations, creativity and heartache. His fearless spirit and the bonds he forged with his brothers created a musical legacy that continues to be celebrated. As people listen to the timeless tunes of the Bee Gees, they are reminded not just of the music, but of the remarkable journey of Robin Gibb, an extraordinary artist who will never be forgotten. From a small-town girl in Lindale, Texas, growing up in a family that struggled to make ends meet, to becoming one of the most celebrated names in country music, Miranda Lambert's story is nothing short of inspiring. Her journey to the top wasn't easy, marked by personal heartbreaks, professional hurdles, and moments of doubt. But through it all, she remained steadfast in her authenticity and unshakable in her love for music. Miranda's rise to fame is a testament to resilience, the courage to embrace vulnerability, and the power of staying true to yourself, no matter the odds. Her life is a reminder that even the brightest stars have their dark moments, but it's how they shine through the darkness that truly defines their legacy. Miranda didn't just overcome her struggles. She turned them into art, creating music that resonates deeply with fans across the world. Her ability to transform pain into beauty and challenges into triumphs is what sets her apart, not just as an artist, but as a person. So, what can we learn from Miranda's story? It's that success isn't about having a perfect life. It's about perseverance, self-belief, and the courage to rise stronger after every fall. Whether it's her music, her unapologetic personality, or her unwavering connection to her roots, Miranda Lambert inspires us all to face life's challenges head-on and never lose sight of who we are. Now, it's your turn. What part of Miranda's story inspired you the most? Was it her resilience, her ability to turn heartbreak into music, or her fearless authenticity? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell for more untold stories of your favorite stars. Because behind every superstar, there's a story that deserves to be told. And Miranda Lambert's is one we'll never forget.